Guruji. Anantam Shukrana Guruji for this beautiful, blissful, divine satsang and blessing us with the seva of reading as well as listening to the Shivpuran. Before I begin with the synopsis for the last week, let me explain you why this compendium is called SataRudrasamhita. Now, Shat means 100. So it is believed as per the Vedic literature that we have, that from one Rudra emerged several Rudras. So in this compendium, we are reading about the 100 incarnations of Lord Shiva. That is why it is called as SataRudrasamhita. Now, with that interesting fact, let's begin with the synopsis of last week. Last week, we read chapter 1 of SataRudrasamhita, which is volume 3 of the English Shivpuran. In this, we read that Nandin narrated the story of the first 5 incarnations of Lord Shiva to Sanat Kumar, and he was meditating upon Lord Shiva. So what happened was that once Brahma, in the 19th Kalpa, which was also called as Shvet Lohita, he was desirous of having sons. So he meditated upon the Supreme Brahman, which was nothing but Lord Shiva himself. And then Lord Shiva manifested himself in a form of a Brahman. Now, as Brahma was meditating, he realized that this was Lord Shiva himself. Now, this form was white in color and had great valor and strength. And from this form was called Sadyojata. And from this one, as Lord Brahma meditated upon this form and eulogized this form greatly, this form, from this form were created 4 sons. And these 4 sons were again white in color, and they had great strength and valor. And Sadyojata form of Lord Shiva, which was the first incarnation of Lord Shiva, blessed Brahma with the power of creation and also the power of wisdom. Now, after that, in the next Kalpa, which was the 20th Kalpa, which is also called as the Rakt Kalpa, Brahma assumed a red form, and again he was desirous of having more sons. So the Supreme Brahman, or the Lord Shiva, again took a reincarnation and came in front of him in a red form, the form that was, wearing red garments and had red eyes and had great strength and valor. And Brahma, through meditation, again realized that this is a form of Lord Shiva. So he eulogized the form greatly and meditated upon this. And from this form emerged, this form was called Vamadev form of Lord Shiva. And from this came 5 sons. And these sons were also wearing red garments. And this form of Lord Shiva, which was called Vamadeva, again bestowed Brahma with the power of wisdom and power of creation. Then, in the next Kalpa, which was the 21st Kalpa, what happened? In the next Kalpa, Brahma became yellow-robed, started wearing yellow. Again, he was desirous of having more sons, so meditated upon Lord Shiva. And this time, a son emerged in yellow garments, was yellow, had great wisdom, had great arm strength, and this form was called Tatpurusha. Again, Brahma, through meditation, found out that this was again an incarnation of Lord Shiva called Tatpurusha, and from this form emerged several divine sons. All of these sons initiated the yogic path for the Brahma and all the people to follow. Then another 1,000 years elapsed, and the entire universe became one vast ocean. And Brahma was dejected and very, he was very sad, but he wanted to create more subjects. So just then emerged another son who was black, completely black, wore black garments, black turban, and this incarnation of Lord Shiva was called Aghora. And this divine incarnation, from this incarnation came 4 more sons, and these sons initiated what is called as the Ghora, which is a form of yoga, and it is for Brahma creators. Then again, the 5th form, when Brahma was in the Vishwarupa Kalpa, Brahma was again desirous of having sons. So Saraswati manifested herself in form of Vishwarupa, which was called the universe, and Lord Shiva manifested in form of Isana. Now, in this form, Isana, he had he had a brilliance of a stone, like very strong brilliance. And from him then emerged 4 sons, and each of them were initiators of a very valorous path through yoga. So these were the 5 forms of Shiva that Nandin discussed and told Sanat Kumara about. Now we're going to read chapter 2, which is the 8 forms of Shiva, and chapter 3, the half-female incarnation of Lord Shiva. Nidhi Auntie will be reading these chapters in English, and Sushma Bhatla Auntie will be reading these chapters in Hindi. Jai Guruji, Shukrana Guruji.
Jai Guruji. Jai Guruji, Om Sai Ram, Shukrana Guruji. Chapter 2, the 8 forms of Shiva. Nandishwara said, O dear sage, listen to the great incarnations of Lord Shiva that carry out all worldly activities and bestow happiness on all. The universe consists of the 8 forms of Lord Shiva, pervading that the universe subsists like the pearls in the string. The 8 presiding deities are Sharva, Bhava, Rudra, Ugra, Bhima, Pashupati, Ishana, and Mahadeva. They are well known. By these 8 forms of Shiva, namely Sharva, etc., the earth, the waters, the fire, the wind, the sky, the individual soul, the sun and the moon are presided over. The conclusion of all sacred lore is that the form of Lord Shiva, consisting of the earth that holds the entire universe of the mobile and immobile beings, is called Sharva. The form of the Supreme Soul, consisting of water that enlivens the entire world, is called Bhava. The form of the great Lord Shiva, that holds the outer and inner universe and throbs by itself, is called Ugra by the noble. That form of Lord Shiva, consisting of the firmament that pervades everything and affords space to all, is called Bhima, and it splits and differentiates the group of elements. That form of Shiva shall be known as Pashupati, which is the support of individual souls, and abiding therein, splits the bondage that encircles them. Brightening the entire universe in the form of the sun, the form of Shiva, Ishana, moves about in the heaven. The moon of nectar-like rays that strengthens and fattens the universe to satiety is the form of Lord Shiva, called Mahadev. The 8th form of Shiva, the great soul, is the Atman, more pervasive than the other forms. The universe is pervaded by that form. By watering the root of a tree, the branches of the tree blossom. Similarly, the body of the universe develops by means of worshipping Shiva. Just as a father is delighted at the pleasures of sons, grandsons, and others, so also Shiva is delighted at the pleasures of the universe. Should the slaughter or captivity of a person be carried out, undoubtedly it is an offense committed against the 8-formed Lord Shiva. Worship Shiva, who presides over the universe in the 8-fold forms, with all devotion. Worship Rudra, the great cause. O son of Brahma, thus the well-known 8 forms have been explained to you. These forms, engaged in helping everyone, shall be resorted to by those who seek glory. Chapter 3. The half-female incarnation of Lord Shiva. Nandiswara said, O dear one of great intellect, please listen to the description of Shiva's form, half male and half female, than which there is nothing more excellent, and which completes the work of the Creator. When the subjects created by the Creator did not multiply, he was very much distressed and worried. Then a celestial voice said, "Carry on the creation produced by couples." On hearing it, Brahma pondered over the creation produced by couples in order to carry it out. Since no generation of women had formerly come out of Ishana, the lotus-born deity, Brahma, was unable to produce the creation by means of copulation. Brahma then began to perform penance, thinking, "Without the power of Shiva, the subjects will not be born." Within his heart, he pondered lovingly over Lord Shiva, united with a great Shakti called Shiva. He then performed great penance. Ere long, Shiva became satisfied with the severe penance of the self-born Lord Brahma. Then, assuming the wish-yielding form of Ishana, the perfect consciousness, and in the guise of half-male and half-female form, Shiva approached Brahma. On seeing Lord Shiva united with great Shakti and bowing to him prostrate, Brahma eulogized him with palms joined in reverence. Then the delighted Lord Shiva, the creator of the universe, spoke in words majestic in sound like that of rumbling cloud. Lord Shiva said, "O dear son of great fortune, O grandfather, I have understood correctly all that you have cherished in your mind. It is for the increase of the subjects that this penance has been performed by you now. I am delighted by that penance. I shall confer on you what you desire." After saying these naturally sweet and magnanimous words, Lord Shiva detached Shiva from his body. On seeing that great Shakti detached separately from Shiva, Brahma bowed to her politely and requested her. Brahma said, "O Shiva, I was created at first by your husband, the Lord of gods. I was ordered by Shiva, the great soul, to create the subjects. O Shiva, the gods and others were mentally created by me, but they do not multiply themselves. Hence, they are being created again and again. Hereafter, I wish to make all my subjects flourish by making the creation originate from pairs. The unchanging generation of women has not come out of you before. Hence, I do not have the power to create women. All Shaktis spring up from you. Hence, I request you, the great Shakti, the goddess of all. O Shiva, O Mother, O beloved of Shiva, for the increase of the mobile and immobile beings of the universe, give me the power to create women. Obeisance be to you. O goddess bestowing boons, I request for another boon from you. O Mother of the universe, take pity on me and grant that too unto me. Obeisance be to you. O omnipresent Mother, be born as the daughter of Daksha, my son, for the increase of the mobile and immobile beings through only Isha. Thus, implored by the Creator, the Supreme Goddess consented and bestowed that power upon the Creator. Hence that goddess Shiva, the Shakti of Shiva, constituting the universe, created a Shakti equal in luster unto herself from the middle of her eyebrows. Shiva, the foremost among gods, the ocean of mercy, the great Ishana, indulging in divine sports, saw that Shakti and laughingly spoke to her. Lord Shiva said, "O goddess, yon have been propitiated by Brahma through his penance. Lovingly become pleased with him and fulfill his desires." Receiving that behest of Lord Shiva with her bent head, the goddess became the daughter of Daksha on the importunity of Brahma. O sage, after giving the unequaled power to Brahma, the goddess Shiva entered the body of Shiva, and Lord Shiva vanished from the scene. Ever since then, the section of women was created in the world, Brahma attained bliss. Creation became copulatory. Thus, O dear, the excellent form of Shiva, half male and half female, that bestows auspiciousness upon the good, has been told. He who reads or listens to this pious narrative enjoys all pleasures and attains to the greatest goal. And with that, chapter 3 is over. Thank you, Guruji. Jai Guruji.
चैप्टर 2 एंड 3 शिवजी की अष्ट मूर्तियों का तथा अर्धनारी नर स्वरूप का सविस्तार वर्णन। नंदीश्वर कहते हैं, ऐश्वर्यशाली मुने, अब तुम महेश्वर के उन श्रेष्ठ अवतारों का वर्णन और श्रवण करो जो लोक में सबके संपूर्ण कार्यों को पूर्ण करने वाले अतएव सुखदाता हैं। तात ये जगत उन परमेश्वर शंभु की 8 मूर्तियों का स्वरूप ही है। जैसे सूत में मनियाँ पुरोई जा रहती हैं, उसी तरह ये विश्व उन अष्ट मूर्तियों में व्याप्त होकर स्थित है। वे प्रसिद्ध 8 मूर्तियाँ ये हैं: शर्व, भव, रुद्र, उग्र, भीम, पशुपति, ईशान और महादेव। शिवजी के इन शर्व आदि अष्ट मूर्तियों द्वारा पृथ्वी, जल, अग्नि, वायु, आकाश, क्षेत्रज्ञ, सूर्य और चंद्रमा अधिष्ठित है। शास्त्र का ऐसा निश्चय है कि कल्याणकर्ता महेश्वर का विश्वम्भरात्मक रूप ही चराचर विश्व को धारण किए हुए है। परमात्मा शिव का सलीलात्मक रूप जो समस्त जगत को जीवन प्रदान करने वाला है, भव नाम से कहा जाता है, जो जगत के बाहर भीतर वर्तमान है और स्वयं ही विश्व का भरण पोषण करता है तथा स्पंदित होता है। उग्र रूपधारी प्रभु के उस रूप को सत्पुरुष उग्र कहते हैं। महादेव का जो सबको अवकाश देने वाला सर्वव्यापी आकाशात्मक रूप है, उसे भीम कहते हैं। वह भूत वृंद का भेदक है। जो रूप समस्त आत्माओं का अधिष्ठान, संपूर्ण क्षेत्रों में निवास करने वाला और जीवों के भव पाश को छेदक है, उसे पशुपति का रूप समझना चाहिए। महेश्वर का संपूर्ण जगत को प्रकाशित करने वाला जो सूर्य नामक रूप है, उसे ईशान कहते हैं। वह द्युलोक में भ्रमण करता है। अमृतमयी रश्मियों वाला जो चंद्रमा संपूर्ण विश्व को आह्लादित करता है, शिव का वह रूप महादेव नाम से पुकारा जाता है। आत्मा परमात्मा शिव का 8वां रूप है। ये मूर्ति अन्य मूर्तियों की व्यापिका है, इसलिए सारा विश्व शिवमय है। जिस प्रकार वृक्ष के मूल को सींचने से उसकी शाखाएं पुष्पित हो जाती हैं, उसी तरह शिव का पूजन करने से शिव स्वरूप विश्व परिपुष्ट होता है। जैसे इस लोक में पुत्र पौत्र आदि को प्रसन्न देखकर पिता हर्षित होता है, उसी तरह विश्व को भली भांति हर्षित देखकर शंकर को आनंद मिलता है। इसलिए यदि कोई किसी भी देहधारी को कष्ट देता है तो निस्संदेह मानो उसने अष्टमूर्ति शिव का ही अनिष्ट किया है। सनत कुमार जी, इस प्रकार भगवान शिव अपनी अष्ट मूर्तियों द्वारा समस्त विश्व को अधिष्ठित करके विराजमान है। अतः तुम पूर्ण भक्ति भाव से उन परम कारण रुद्र का भजन करो। प्रिय सनत कुमार जी, अब तुम शिव के अनुपम अर्धनारी नर रूप का वर्णन सुनो। महाप्राज्ञ, वह रूप ब्रह्मा की कामनाओं को पूर्ण करने वाला है। सृष्टि के आदि में जब सृष्टिकर्ता ब्रह्मा द्वारा रची हुई सारी प्रजाएं विस्तार को नहीं प्राप्त हुई, तब ब्रह्मा उस दुख से दुखी हो चिंताकुल हो गए और उसी समय यो आकाशवाणी हुई, ब्रह्मन, अब मैथुनी सृष्टि की रचना करो। उस व्योमवाणी को सुनकर ब्रह्मा ने मैथुनी सृष्टि उत्पन्न करने का विचार किया। परंतु इससे पहले नारियों का कुल ईशान से प्रकट ही नहीं हुआ था। इसलिए पद्म योनि ब्रह्मा मैथुनी सृष्टि रचने में समर्थ न हो सके। तब वे यूं विचार कर कि शंभु की कृपा के बिना मैथुनी प्रजा उत्पन्न नहीं हो सकती, तप करने को उद्यत हुए। उस समय ब्रह्मा पराशक्ति शिवा सहित परमेश्वर शिव का प्रेम पूर्वक हृदय में ध्यान करके घोर तप करने लगे। तदंतर तपोनिष्ठा में लगे हुए ब्रह्मा के उस तीव्र तप से थोड़े ही समय में शिवजी प्रसन्न हो गए। तब वह कष्टहारी शंकर पूर्ण सच्चिदानंद की कामदा मूर्तियों को में प्रविष्ट होकर अर्ध नारी नर के रूप में ब्रह्मा के निकट प्रकट हो गए। उन देवादिदेव शंकर को पराशक्ति शिवा के साथ आया हुआ देख ब्रह्मा ने दंड की भांति भूमि पर लेटकर उन्हें प्रणाम किया और फिर वह हाथ जोड़कर स्तुति करने लगे। तब विश्वकर्ता देवादिदेव महादेव महेश्वर परम प्रसन्न होकर ब्रह्मा से में किसी गंभीर वाणी में बोले। ईश्वर ने कहा, महाभागवत्स, मेरे प्यारे पुत्र पितामह, मुझे तुम्हारा सारा मनोरथ पूर्णतया ज्ञात हो गया है। तुमने जो इस समय प्रजाओं की वृद्धि के लिए घोर तप किया है, तुम्हारे उस तप से मैं प्रसन्न हो गया हूँ और तुम्हें तुम्हारा अभीष्ट प्रदान करूँगा। यूं स्वभाव से ही मधुर तथा परम उदार वचन कहकर शिवजी ने अपने शरीर के अर्ध भाग से शिवा देवी को पृथक कर दिया। तब शिव से पृथक होकर प्रकट हुई उन परमा शक्ति को देखकर ब्रह्मा विनम्र भाव से प्रणाम करके उससे प्रार्थना करने लगे। ब्रह्मा ने कहा, शिवे, सृष्टि के प्रारंभ में तुम्हारे पति देवादिदेव परमात्मा शंभु ने मेरी सृष्टि की थी और मेरे द्वारा सारी प्रजाओं की रचना की थी। शिवे, तब मैंने देवता आदि समस्त प्रजाओं की मानसिक सृष्टि की, परंतु बारंबार रचना करने पर भी उनकी वृद्धि नहीं हो रही है। अतः अब मैं स्त्री पुरुष के समागम से उत्पन्न होने वाली सृष्टि का निर्माण करके अपनी सारी प्रजाओं की वृद्धि करना चाहता हूँ, किंतु अभी तक तुमसे अक्षय नारी कुल का प्राकट्य नहीं हुआ। इस कारण नारी कुल की सृष्टि करना मेरी शक्ति के बाहर है। चूंकि सारी शक्तियों का उद्गम स्थान तुम ही हो, इसलिए मैं तुम्हें अखिलेश्वरी परमा शक्ति से प्रार्थना करता हूँ। शिवे, मैं तुम्हें नमस्कार करता हूँ। तुम मुझे नारी कुल की सृष्टि करने के लिए शक्ति प्रदान करो, क्योंकि शिव प्रिय इसी को तुम चराचर जगती की उत्पत्ति का कारण समझो। वरदेश्वरी, मैं तुमसे एक और वर की याचना करता हूँ। जगन माता, कृपा करके उसे भी मुझे दीजिए। मैं तुम्हारे चरणों में नमस्कार करता हूँ। वे वर ये है, सर्वव्यापिनी जगजननी, तुम चराचर जगत की वृद्धि के लिए अपने एक सर्वसमर्थ रूप से मेरे पुत्र दक्ष की पुत्री हो जाओ। ब्रह्मा द्वारा यूं याचना किए जाने पर परमेश्वरी देवी शिवा ने तथास्तु, ऐसा ही होगा कहकर वह शक्ति ब्रह्मा को प्रदान कर दी। सुतरा जगन्मयी शिव शक्ति शिवा देवी ने अपनी भुहों के मध्य भाग से अपने ही समान प्रभावशाली एक शक्ति की रचना की। उस शक्ति को देखकर देवशेष भगवान शंकर, जो लीलाकारी, कष्टहारी और कृपा के सागर है, हंसते हुए जगदम्बिका से बोले। शिवजी ने कहा, देवी, परमेष्ठी ब्रह्मा ने तपस्या द्वारा तुम्हारी आराधना की है, अतः अब तुम उन पर प्रसन्न हो जाओ और उनका सारा मनोरथ पूर्ण करो। तब शिवा देवी ने परमेश्वर शिव की उस आज्ञा को सिर झुकाकर ग्रहण किया और ब्रह्मा के कथानुसार दक्ष की पुत्री होना स्वीकार कर लिया। मुने, इस प्रकार शिवा देवी ब्रह्मा को अनुपम शक्ति प्रदान करके शंभु के शरीर में प्रविष्ट हो गई। तत्पश्चात भगवान शंकर भी तुरंत ही अंतर्ध्यान हो गए। तभी से इस श्लोक में स्त्री भाग की कल्पना हुई और मैथुनी सृष्टि चल पड़ी। इससे ब्रह्मा को महान आनंद प्राप्त हुआ। तात, इस प्रकार मैंने तुमसे शिवजी के महान अनुपम अर्ध नारी नरार्ध रूप का वर्णन कर दिया। वह सत्पुरुषों के लिए मंगलदायक है। अध्याय 2 और 3 समाप्त। जय गुरु जी।